Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon, afternoon. I've managed to sort this thing out with Facebook and StreamYard. You've got to do it while you're live for some strange reason. Alexa, play some Johann Sebastian Bach, please.
You can play your favorite classical music anytime with Amazon Music Unlimited. For a limited time, you are eligible for a free month.
Alexa, stop. Thank you. Right. See, I've got a dilemma here because I don't know what I want to do. Well, I do know what I want to do. I've got them. But just to give you a little forewarning, I've got this new channel, which will be with my Patreons as well. And it will be... oh, what have I done here? It will be highlighting some of the things I actually do, but then taking it a little bit further. So, like today, I did a teaser yesterday, and then I did a lesson, and then, you know, I'm just waiting for it uploading, downloading it. And I've done like, so the one, this is the one that you're going to do, and that's the live one. So you get a PDF, and you get an hour's instruction. Right, so this is what we will create, and it's a stinky ink cap. So you can see a little bit of depth in one more, but you get to see all this. Hello. So that's in the new class, which is going to go live. There is a PDF available, and it's quite good actually. I've enjoyed it. So today we're going to do some mushrooms. Mushrooms are they're just absolutely amazing. But you know, going from my moodling to my mushrooms, you know, from what we're going to do now to maybe creating your own with watercolor, and even the technique in the back, the bokeh, you know, with the little smokes of light. You can see really simple to do, but once you've been shown, and it differs, and actually like this one, but I like that one. Oh well, you know what I mean. So today I'm going to do some drawings on mushrooms. So as always, I'm either early or late. Hello, Caroline. So I'm going to draw this right in the middle, and I feel like if this is too small, then I might opt for something a little bit bigger. Because if I don't, what's going to happen is I'm going to constrict myself, constrict, whatever it is. So I'm just going to go the width of my ruler a little bit bigger and just see. I don't like measuring because I always get it wrong. So I just like to go by using utensils near me. So if it's a ruler or a square or a coaster, I'll do that and then work from that. Now, so we've got this size, which is a little bit bigger. Hello, Beverly. Whoa, on a large screen. Well, for some reason I look bright orange and the lighting's really rubbish here because we've got a terrible sort of threatening rain, threatening thunder, threatening everything. The only thing it's not threatening is sunshine, which is about right, isn't it? So I'm just going to take off all the little bits and bobs so it doesn't deflect. And I'm just going to go with this. So, yeah, becoming a Patreon means that you're helping me to do this every month. But then the new system will be it's subscribe and you'll get a full lesson with me every month. Not like what I do, but a full lesson. It'll be watercolors, three-dimensional drawing, color heart. It'll be a proper lesson where I'll create something every single month, which I quite like the idea of that. Anyway, I quite like the idea of having this frame around it. So I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. Oh, well, you'll see it later, won't you? Hopefully, you'll get to see it later. So I'm going to do something similar to, the front um, things that I did. Hello, Marie. So on the picture that I did some quite funky ones, and there were stamps as well. So I'm aiming to do that, but maybe some um, slightly different ones so that we can do different things with them. So I'm just waiting for people to come in. I hope everybody's okay and keeping well. Blooming awful this weather in the UK. So, oh, let me measure how big I've done it. So I've done it 16, right, hang on, 16 or 18. 18 by 18. 18 by 18 centimeters. And the inner one is 13 by 13. So that's 13 and that's 18. So I quite like that. Okay. So now on the pictures I did some curly ones and whatnots and things like that. So I can do that and not do the realistic ones, which I don't know. Some people like the realistic ones, some people don't. And it's like, I think you can add whatever you want to these or not. Do you know what I mean? You can do whatever you want by adding what you want to them. So it's not a one size fits all. It's do what you want. So these are quite funky ones, right? So it's quite a simple drawing, and what we're gonna do is, oh, just let me move this page. I've got a page open and it's annoying me. Hey, hi Caroline. Right, okay, so we've got our square. Let's go for it. So I'm just going to put in some lines for you to see. So we're going to have the top line, and that's the bottom line. So I like a little bit of space, yeah? And then what we'll do is cut this into thirds. So all I'm doing is placing it in the thirds. So anywhere that one of these lines cross is a good place. So I'm going to have one there, one here, maybe one here. Okay, so we're spreading it around, and maybe even, we'll see. So just to show you where I'm placing them, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't want it too heavy because I'd like to put some watercolour on, but that'll be a lesson, I'm afraid. But I will do a lesson on it. And that'll be part of your subscription fee, which is entirely up to you if you join. but some of my Patreons will already be in it. Right, okay, so going to start with, oops, one there, okay. Now this again always is drawing. I'm trying to make sure that you understand the basis of drawings so that it doesn't scare you to draw. Now I've got 4, but I'll put another one here. So here's possibly 5 of them, right? That's just the middle line. So this is like me saying this could be that tall and this could be really small. Okay, it's entirely up to you what you do with that. But oh, some people have left us. Never mind. Hi Sue, hi Linda. Right. So the first one I'm going to do is oh, we're back. What happened then? Oh, can't be doing that. Oh, are we all okay now? Don't know what happened then. Oh, oh, I'm getting flashed at here. Be ready to start. Started your banana. Right, okay. So I'm going to go with some funky ones. So just a rounded shape. Like that. And then a round shape like that. And we've got to decide which is in front and which is behind. Quite like this one that we're going to do, this umbrella style one there. So what I might do is move this over and do our umbrella one there. So we've got one there. I might take this away. Okay. Right, so I'm going to start to do some drawing. So I'm going to put a curly Q on the end of this. So we always start with a block shape, and then that block shape helps us to so we've got like a seashell almost. So here like that. I might change that one because it looks a bit, but it's got like a and I'm just going to put a line like just to give it some sort of, otherwise it looks strange, doesn't it? So I'm just going to put, these are how it's going to be. These are just guidelines. So here we can have that showing a bit there. So there we go. We've got a rounder one here. So they're like a barrel shape. And then I'll show you how to get rid of these lines. And then we can do it a nice little like a horseshoe. I suppose it's like a button mushroom really. 4, maybe like some lollipop ones. Right, okay, that's it, drawn. How simple is that? So I'm just going to get a pen. Simples, she says. It really is. It's not difficult. I'm getting a fine pen for this. So I'm going to start with the doing some of the. Now, if you want, you've got Alexa, stop. If you want, you can add some stencils like that, just to make it. Now, I'm only drawing round these bits. Whoa, come on. Come on. This autofocus on this camera is gone rubbish. Come on. Right, okay. So, okay. He's trying to find the natural light in the room and it's not working very well. So, we've got our bobbly ones here. So, here, let's go for a shaped one. I don't want a perfectly straight edge. And it's got like a wibbly wobbly stem. This one is quite a rounded one. So round it goes there, stops. Stops to there, because what we don't want to do is draw that little crossover line. Like that. Very simple shapes, because these aren't meant to be lifelike. So we've got our basis now. And I'm just going to draw in some sort of textures at the bottom, just so that it's got a sort of edge. Can you see how wibbly wobbly? Not fixed or anything like that. So with these now, what I'm going to do is got to use thicker and thinner stems and bring them together and just do a little bobble like a cherry there so that you can see them. Okay, so next I'm going to get my square, go back to the beginning, so to speak. This is what I drew round. Can you like and share my videos, please? Because honestly, the more I can do that, the bigger it'll grow, and the more I can sort of gain stuff back out of it. Because the more you like and share, the more Facebook sees it, and I get the algorithms or whatever they are, logarithms or whatever, those rhythms on it, and they tend to sort of help me um, be able to get subscribers, and it just works that it gets shown more, and then you can go be a virus or whatever it is. So I'm just taking that out, creating some form of following the mount for it, so to speak. So I'm just going to get rid of any extra lines and then see what we've got. This is my favourite bit when I do this. But I've learned since I've been on a couple of watercolour classes, and I've done my own research, and I've gone back to school for myself because I forgot how to use it. Well, no, I didn't. That's a fib. I didn't. I just forgot how to be creative instead of just demoing them. You know what I mean? I forgot how to be really creative. So I've gone back to that. So we've got our little mushroom scene, yeah, which is really super duper duper duper. So now I like this one. He's going to have spots. So all I'm doing is using my stencil. You don't need one, but if you go to my Amazon page, there are all the blah 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 pencil stencils are there. There should be a little page at the bottom of this, but sometimes when I think I've attached it, it doesn't seem to be attached. I don't know where they go, in the ether or whatever it is. So I'm adding more there. So this has got like a funky feel, and the bigger they are, the more towards the bottom they'll go. Oh, come back. Is it that one? Oh, it's that one. Doesn't really matter. Don't forget the edges, because they're the ones that we overlook. You don't have to use this. You can use freehand if you wish. Yeah. So I'm trying to look at some of the comments, but I'll be honest with you. When I'm drawing, I just get lost, so I don't always see them till the end, and then I think, oh, I missed that. So I'm not being ignorant. It's just to get lost in my own little world, planet, whatever you want to call it. And if you haven't got a stencil, all you need to do is perhaps just go in our famous messy drawers. You'll find lids or things that you don't want to throw away, because you never know. And then, there's been like lids, tops, and all stuff like that you can apply the same principle of just drawing him round on. So there we go. There we go. We've got a little pleasant scene. Okay. Now on this one, I'm going to do the gills. That one, I'm just going to draw some curvy lines like that. It's almost like a walnut whip, isn't it? So now I'm just going to go the opposite way. Like that. So we've got, I like to do checkerboards and stuff. This one, let's have a little hat round him. And I'm going to make these into bubbles, I think. So here, let's see, what do we do with this one? Just going to do a border around him, and perhaps a shape like that. So what we can do some drawing in. Oh, okay, so let's get some drawing done. So I'm quite happy to do little freehand ones as well, which I think I like them, especially if you've got like that there. You need to cover up that. Right. So here we're just going to draw some lines. Now the lines are really simple to do, and what they're doing is they're making the shape, and they're like dots and dashes. So as they're rounded there, they curl, and then as they come to the front, they straighten up like that. So this one here, let's get the gills on. And as it moves around, it's like a clock, and that's what happens. So and you don't have to be precise, because let's face it, they're not, you know, real ones. So on this one, we can do a checker belly bit. So you can do a square on there, or you can do just a band in the middle like that. And then this one, just going to put a pattern in by following it like that. Okay, so let's have a look at this. I'm just going to now, I'm going to draw some lines in. So these are just hatching. Just slowly take your time, no need to rush. Now what you can do is cross hatch with these if you wish, or just leave it. And I'm using the way the squares sort of move to do the lines, so that they're not straight up or diagonal, they're actually curved to suit. This is one great one to do with the kids. So again, a little bit of curve. And if you want to put some shading on, oh, it's strobing, look at that. If you want to put some shading on this by cross hatching, you can. You can just do at the bottom like that. Can you see that just gives it a bit of depth? Here, the line. I'd like to turn this into a stamp. It's so cool. Like that. So we've got like it running down one side. Here we can do so we've got a checkerboard down there, and here I'm just going to put in some circles which reminiscent of that, and then again here and what you can do is put some more in the middle. And what I'm going to do here is just look at the patterns that I've got around. So I think this needs to be like that. I might just pop in a little circle. There we go. So it is quite pretty. So we've got these, got that, and we can see now that we've got. Now I'm going to add some pointillism, right, just to give it a little bit of 3D. So pointillism is where we're putting dots in to create shade. Not a lot, just to give it a little bit of something. Maybe you don't want to shade with a pencil, so shading with dots is so much easier, and you don't have to be precise. So you just bring your pen. Now it will have a little bit of shade because this is crossing over, so if you've got a duff mark like I've made there, it's great because it hides it. So just a little bit of shadow around it, and I'll continue to do this, painting it in my Patreon classes. Right, so some little dots there. So the quickest ever, isn't it, really? So brought some in here just to give it, and then closer it is to the edge of that, and then just lift out. Lift it out, I mean by bring it down, sorry, it doesn't sound right that. And then again here. Just be careful like me then. I'd put too many dots together and ended up looking like some sort of pattern. And although I love pattern, as you know, it wasn't what I wanted. So look for anywhere that crosses, and by that I mean if it's on top of something else or next to, it'll create a shadow. So don't be frightened of putting your a little. And then on these, do that, and I'm just following the outside edge like that. And then what I'm going to do is do like a banana. that will act like a highlight. So hi Jenna, this will be right up your street with your Zentangle and Zendoodle on it. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit here. So, and around where I've put this grassy thing, just where it's created the lines there, I've just put in some dots there, some. Like that. Can you see it's just created that tiny bit? So we've got this bit here, which I totally up to you if you want to follow what I'm doing here. It's like I'm going to do the ground like that, and that means we can add some simple pattern to this or not. Now if we do that in colour, what we've got a chance of is taking it out over the frame and doing the frame in black and white, so we end up with a an inside outside. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put a very simple, like just a double line. Like that. So that's a simple line. Then on this one, circle, and then on this one I'll repeat that, but much bigger there. This is the very last one. I'm going to bring these, maybe bring them a bit closer together at the end. Just by alternating lines like that. Then we've got this one, which is I'm looking at the patterns we've got there, so perhaps if we create bigger circles, there we go. So it's like similar but different. So then we've got our wonderful picture, right? So that is your work done. I'm going to go over to my Patreons and I'm, oh, what's that? Oh, have I got that on my foot? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go on to my Patreons. But yeah, so if you've moodled along with me, great stuff. If you haven't, perhaps you're going to do it later and then show us. Please do, because I love to see what you've done. And it inspires me. Like Tina did one the other day, and it was like, wow, just it really does inspire me. it's wonderful to see that, people are sort of interested in what I do, and and it's helping them to perhaps get a bit more into drawing and painting. I'm just putting these out because it looks a bit staid there, so I'm just going to. I'm sorry, that's people in the other group um, talking. I should have put it on silent. Sorry about that. So yeah, go around, check your bits and bobs, and if you want to see the finished article, come on to my Patreon site, and there'll be a little class with it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Quick, simple, but very effective, and really fun to do. And I hope to see what you do. Can't believe it's only took me half an hour that. So yeah, um, hope you enjoyed that. I really love doing that. I'm going to take a picture and then I'm going to go on and finish it. So yeah, 40 minutes. And so what day is it today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to try one for Friday. Just a little one like today. Because Saturday we're at the game. Sunday I'm working, I think. So yeah. Um, but watch this space. Tomorrow, hopefully, when I can download everything, you get to do the watercolour version class. But it's a subscription, so if you want to subscribe every month, you'll get a full class like this. These watercolours, three-dimensional, mixed media every month, and you just pay one flat rate. So head over to my Patreon if you'd like to be there, and I will see you on Friday, unless somebody else is booked in and I've got it wrong again. So bye now. So thank you as always for your amazing support, and I will always appreciate everything. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Bye.